Hi, I'm Peak Pilates Master Instructor, Catherine Coyle. I'm sure you've heard that Pilates is great for the core as well as for stretching. If you're looking to make significant flexibility gains, then you need to be stretching every 24 hours. The Pilates Split Series is a quick and efficient way to gain flexibility fast. If you're extra tight, then you may wish to have some yoga blocks, books, anything at home you can find that you can place your hands on to help make these exercises a little more accessible. Let's get started. Come into a runner's lunge position, stepping the left foot behind you. Make sure that your right knee is aligned over your right ankle, placing your hands onto the blocks or onto the floor. Tuck the tailbone to the heel and draw the abs in and up, creating a little space between your thigh and your belly. Start by bending your back knee to the floor, drawing the tailbone under and lifting the chest to stretch through the hip flexor. Extend the leg and bend the knee back to the ground. As you do this, try and keep your hips low. Focus on pushing your heel away from your hip, making your back leg longer instead of letting your hips come higher off the ground. After you do this 5 times, place the knee on the ground, really draw the tail under and the belly up. Keep your hand on the block or bring it to your knee and add a nice big side stretch over to the side. Focus on lifting the shoulders back away from the front knee rather than collapsing forward. Place your hands back down onto the blocks and move them back just a little bit. Now straighten the front leg, bringing the hips backwards and flex the front foot. Place the front toes down and come back into our low kneeling lunge. Pull the tailbone backwards, flex the foot, and lift up in the powerhouse, bending the back knee into the forward lunge. As you do this, focus on staying square to the front of the mat, bending the front knee. Think about pulling the right hip backwards and the left hip forward, so that if you had a belt on, it would be nice and straight. On our 5th repetition, hold, flexing the front foot and breathing deeply. If this is too intense of a stretch, bring the blocks upright, lifting the chest, and this will alleviate some of the stretch from the back and the hamstrings. Remember to keep a stretch in the middle of the muscle rather than feeling it too much at the knee or at the hip. Bring the knee forward again, bring the blocks back to the front, and extend the back leg, lifting it off the ground. Now, lift the hips up and allow the back heel to relax towards the ground and bend the front knee. Lift the hips, exhaling to fold forward and bend the knee. See if you can keep your abdomen on your front thigh as you pull back and bend the knee. Let's do this 2 more times. Reach and bend. Last time, pull back and hold. Again, pull back on the right hip and roll the left hip forward towards the front of your mat. Take some deep breaths here. Make sure that you're not holding your breath. Breathe deeply and smoothly. If you're able, you can place your forehead to your thigh. Take 1 more deep breath in. Exhale out. Bend your front knee and step forward to change sides. Stepping the other leg back, take a moment to check the alignment on the front of the leg. Knee over ankle, both toes pointing straight ahead. Lift the abs up off the thigh and bend the back knee to touch the ground. Drop the tail under, drawing up on the powerhouse, and begin to push the back heel away to lift the knee and bend. Push it away and bend. Remember that as you stretch, you should feel sensation but not pain. So only take these stretches to the point where you can feel the stretch without becoming too uncomfortable. At the end of our 5th rep, the knee comes down to the ground, the hand can stay on the block or come up to the knee, and take a nice stretch to the side. Keep pulling up on the abdomen and move the shoulders away from the front knee as much as possible. Take 1 more deep breath here. Bring the hands back to the blocks and move them back slightly. Sit back, extending the front leg, flexing the foot and pulling the toes towards your nose, and come back to that low lunge. Pull the hips backwards, keeping them nice and square, and bend. Try not to sit too close to your heel, but rather just straighten your front leg. And bend. 2 more times. Inhaling and lengthening, and exhaling and softening forward. Last time, and hold it here. Pull the left hip backwards this time and the right hip forward. To increase this, you can fold forward further, or to decrease it, prop yourself up a little higher. Take 1 more breath. Come back into your low lunge. Lift the back knee off the floor. And now let's straighten the front leg and bend the knee, keeping that back leg nice and straight. Pick the hips up high to the ceiling and bend the knee. Just nice and methodically moving through this, keeping a steady pace. Breathing in and out. Last time, lifting the hips up, square them again. Roll the right hip back and the left hip forward. Take 1 more breath here. Fold forward if you're able. Bend your front knee and step to the front of your mat. Wasn't that quick and easy? I hope you'll remember the Pilates split series the next time you come in after a bike ride, a run, or simply want to stretch out at the end of your day. Thanks for joining me.